Welcome to a brand new video. I'm Alex, a PGA Golf professional and top 50 golf coach. Now, I know for a fact that around 90% of us aren't utilising the line on our golf ball. This. So I'm going to show you from the green and on the tee how you can utilise this to help get a squarer club face, better aim and overall better scores. This is something that I literally use every single time I go on the course. Now, let's talk about putting. So anytime that I'm, let's say, around this distance right here, what's that, 10, 15 feet? That zone where you're like, come on, I've got a real chance of making this. This is how I do it, right? And I'll be honest, I have to try both on the putting green before I go out, and this does change round to round, and it's vital that you do listen to this bit and the tee bit. It's slightly different. Okay, so there's a couple of options here. We could get our line pointing to where we want the ball to start. So this is a little right to left, this putt. I'm going to do my best just to put this up the right wing. Now, when I put the line this way round, when I'm stood to the golf ball, this is going to allow me, one, to sort out where my face is pointing, okay? But also, I use it to feel as though I get my feet, my knees, my hips and my shoulders all parallel to that. I can like sort of make a line. Like if you look at this on player cam here, I'm sort of wiggling my feet just to try and feel like I'm creating some parallel lines between the golf ball, me, and where I'm aiming. Okay, let's roll this one in and I'll talk about how I can use it a different way, and literally you're not utilising this. Okay, next one. Now those little knee knockers. I changed my ball from being this way round to this way round. Let me show you. Okay, so when I'm placing it now, like this length here, like we know we should make it every single time, but it really gets that heart pumping. Please hit that thumbs up button if you agree with me. Like it's a tough one. So I place this down now, almost imagining like there's a channel, the width of the line going all the way to the hole. Like I'll put on the screen now, like what you probably saw on the thumbnail, right? That channel on the screen. This is exactly how I imagine this works. There's that channel all the way. Now, when I'm standing over the golf ball now, what I'm trying to do is get the top line on my golf club, my putter, matching the top line on the golf ball. I can easily see if my face is a little bit open. I can easily see it's a little bit closed. And this is absolutely vital, because on short putts like this, where our face is pointing at address, come on, is absolutely where that ball is going to start. So they're the two first ways. There's probably, I can't tell you how you're not utilising that. Let's move on to the tee shot. This is the part where we're going to show you how you can get your driver more dialed in. Now, after looking at that putting, what option are you using? You may be using one of them already. Now, here's a little secret. I change depending on the length of putt. Short putts, I always go that way. Long putts, I always go that way. But give it a go, see which one works for you, and it does take some time to test it. And it's not like you have to stick to one all the time. Keep mixing it up, keep it fresh, keep your alignment dialed in. Okay, so driver from the tee, this is, I like this so much. So when I tee my golf ball up, I like to have a quarter of the ball above the face, first thing. And what I really like to do is get that line pointing where I want the ball to start. So this is vital. If you just spin around behind me, like this is a great example today. The wind's like a little bit down off our left. So what I do, if the wind's down off our left, that's going to push my golf ball in this direction. Now I fade it a little bit more, so it's going to move a little bit more in this direction. What I do with my golf ball is I get that line pointing where I want it to start. It allows me to trust that I can start it left, bring the wind back in. Now equally, if the wind was off the right and you hook or draw the golf ball, you've got to trust that you can aim it out there and bring it in. There's nothing worse than ripping it and hitting it in the rubbish. So I stand behind, and you can see there's some player cam right now, and make sure, just run my hand up like 3 or 4 times, just make sure that I'm aiming down that left, then I can move in, feet together, and I'm picturing first off, listen to this carefully, feet first, then my knees, which is get my hips in there, and final adjustment, I get my shoulders running parallel to that line on the golf ball. Don't want my shoulders being here or feet being there. Worst things ever. I see it all the time. So that would be the first option. So let's hit that one away. This is a real trust moment. Now, the next way, if you're really struggling to square that face, either in the downswing, okay, or at address, we can do like we did in that short putt. We can get that line on the top edge of the golf ball and that line on the top edge of your golf club, and you can see this on player cam, get them to match. If your face is a little bit open, you can clearly see. If your face is a little bit closed, you can equally clearly see. Thanks so much for watching. Really do hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe.